Hey guys, what's up? Jimmy here with another Lots of Games video. Today I wanted to talk about 2017 and get your guys' takes on this. Now, by the look at the title, you guys might think I'm trying to ignite a console war, and I'm seriously not. Honestly, I just want to have an open discussion. A lot of you guys are probably rolling your eyes, but I'm totally serious. With 2017, I think there's some real potential, not just for one console, but all consoles. I think Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony has some real potential to do some really incredible special things for 2017. Who do you guys think is going to have the best year? I think all of them actually are going to do really well. They're all going to sell a lot of games. They're all going to sell a lot of consoles. And a lot of you guys are going to have all consoles in your household. Some of you guys will be able to have, just like one or two consoles in your household. But seriously, let me know in the comment section below the games you're looking forward to, the experiences you're looking forward to. Let me know. I read all comments, okay? I'm super excited for 2017. Now, let's first talk about Nintendo. Now, just watched the press briefing. I haven't said this, I only said this to one person. When I saw the gameplay trailers for the Super Mario Odyssey, and when I saw the game trailer for Zelda Breath of the Wind, I honestly got chills. I was like, this is awesome. This is why I'm a gamer. I was so impressed. And of course, I'm a huge sucker for Bomberman. I'm like, they're bringing Bomberman back, and it's gonna, I'm not sure if it's gonna be launch day, but it's definitely launching in March. So exciting. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Now, they have confirmed games that are coming out in 2017, and that list is just going to grow. It'll be really interesting. To be quite honest, I'm not that interested in Skyrim. I already played it on 360 and I've got it on my PC, but it is kind of cool that you can take it on the go, without having to do a laptop. You've got this little tablet and you can play Skyrim. So for those that have never played Skyrim, I think that's awesome. One thing I do have to point out, which I think is interesting, years ago when Electronic Gaming Monthly, that magazine, game magazine, was around, I would read that every once in a while. I remember they are getting ready for the release of the Nintendo Wii and the PlayStation 3, and they are comparing games that had some similarities, and they actually compared, at the time, they compared The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess in one column, and then they compared The Elder Scrolls Oblivion. You have these two adventure, two fantasy games, and they kind of compared the two. Now you've got the Nintendo Switch, and you can not only play The Legend of Zelda, which of course is going to be on a Nintendo console or handheld, but now you can also play an Elder Scrolls game. Elder Scrolls and Zelda all in one place. That's pretty cool, pretty incredible. Lots of great stuff coming out to the Nintendo Switch. There's a big buzz in the air. A lot of people are excited. To be quite honest, I was kind of surprised. I was actually really surprised at the amount of hate and people that were like, this sucks. Their conference sucked. This is really dumb. And I was like, oh man, I feel bad for you. I guess I'm just easy to please. I just see so many positives with the Switch and the potential of 2017 is going to be good. Obviously, you're getting a new Zelda game, but the following year, I think, has even more potential. I will say the only thing that I kind of took me back, it makes sense, but I was disappointed, was that Nintendo is going to start charging to go online. This is an interesting one, and I've been reading the comments, and pretty much the consensus is gamers are saying, well, if you want anyone to blame about the online charging or charging gamers to go online, blame Sony and blame Microsoft. With PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live Gold, Nintendo's like, yeah, we want some of that online money. But Nintendo, they do have a lot of resources. There would only be, obviously Splatoon I'd want to play online, but I mean, it's not a Gears of War, Halo, or Call of Duty. It's not one of those multiplayer platforms. They're, I guess, they're gonna have to build that a lot. They said at first there's not going to be charging for online experiences or online play, but in the fall they're going to implement that. So it'll be interesting. I really hope it's not 50 or 60 bucks. Hopefully they'll do something more creative, something more reasonable, because a lot of gamers like myself, for instance, I'm not doing online multiplayer all the time. A limited amount of hours per month, it's kind of hard to justify, you know, that $50, $60 a month. Maybe they'll go the whole route with Games with Gold and PlayStation Plus, whereas you do this, you'll get these free games. That's how I guess they could entice people. Okay, so let's talk about Sony now. Sony, to be quite honest, last year, of course, they had Uncharted 4, which was huge. It was a megaton. However, as a whole, the amount of exclusives or console exclusives were kind of limited on the PlayStation 4 platform. I really feel like 2016 was more of a hardware intensive platform. They had the PlayStation VR, they had the PlayStation 4 Slim, they had the PlayStation 4 Pro. They had exclusives, but I feel like 2017 is going to be a much better year. I mean, this month alone, January, you've got Yakuza or Yakuza 0, and then you've got also Gravity Rush 2. And throughout 2017, I'm going to actually do a whole video just dedicated to the exclusives or console exclusives coming to 2017, because it's really impressive, to be quite honest with you. And I think a lot of PS4 owners are genuinely excited because they're ready for these games. You know, 2016 was a letdown, kind of weak. I mean, it was just this dry spell. You have PS4 owners during the holiday season, you know, they're going to get checks or they're going to get gift cards to like Best Buy or Target, and they're like, well, what do I buy? There's nothing really released by Sony. So I think 2017 is going to be a very strong year for the PlayStation 4. Finally, let's talk about the Xbox One. Now, big elephant in the room, the big thing that's going to be released in 2017 is the Xbox Scorpio, and you guys have already heard it a billion times, 6 teraflops. We're talking about how this is going to be the most powerful gaming console of all time. And, you know, with that being said, still really upset and bummed. I know I need to get over it, but I'm really upset that Scalebound has been canceled. Just such a waste. Millions of dollars, thousands of hours of production, such a waste. It's just canceled. It's not going to come out. Whatever production or however long. Anyway, I'm going to get over it. Move on. The Xbox One is going to have some pretty excellent exclusives. Halo Wars 2, which is interesting because you don't really have a whole lot of RTS games released on consoles. I know XCOM 2 was released not too long ago. And I'm sure there's going to be a new Forza game released in the fall as well. Really looking forward to Cuphead. Looks like a very fun platformer. There are definitely going to be awesome exclusives on the Xbox One, but I feel I kind of remember with 2016 how like it was a hardware focused year for the PlayStation 4. I feel like that's going to be the case with the Xbox division. They're going to be releasing the games, but they're going to be pushing hard. They're going to be marketing hard the Xbox Scorpio. Now, granted, it's Project Scorpio. Who knows? I don't think Scorpio is going to be the official name. It might, but as with, like, remember Project Natal ended up becoming the Kinect. Guys, let me know in the comment section below what name you would like the Xbox. The Xbox 2, I mean, what do you want the new Xbox to be called? What would be a good name to replace the name of Project Scorpio? And so far, you know, I've had the Xbox One for about 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, and I've been pretty happy with it. Have had I loved Forza Horizon 3 and also Gears of War 4. I had a whole lot of fun with Halo 5, but I think it's with 2017, to be quite honest, if Xbox or the Xbox division is going to stand out, and with the cancellation of Scalebound, they need to really announce some new IPs. They need to really announce some new exclusives. Microsoft is sitting, in my opinion, on a gold mine of IPs. They have access to Battletoads. they have access to Conquer. Think of the millions of Conquer fans that are out there. The tons and tons of rare IPs, and nothing's going on with it. You have a new one that Rare is doing, Sea of Thieves, which a lot of people are looking forward to Sea of Thieves. I want to I'm not quite sold on Sea of Thieves. I'm one of the few people that I'm like, you know what, Sea of Thieves, it looks good, but I'm not quite sold on it for one reason or another. But Conquer, Banjo, you have, you know, as mentioned, Battletoads. They're going to have to announce some new IPs soon, but at the same time, I feel like they have a gold mine, a treasure trove of IPs that they can pull from. And I understand Rare can't create all of them, but I feel like they have resources and they have access to some real talent or some real talented development teams that can put these IPs to good use and to get Xbox owners and prospective Xbox One owners very, very excited. So I think that's going to be a big thing for 2017. For them to really nail it, they need to bring more console. Well, now it's with Play Anywhere, it's console and PC. They need to announce more unique experiences and exclusives. But with the Project Scorpio, things are going to be very interesting. As a whole, guys, I feel like Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, with the Xbox, the Nintendo Switch, and the PlayStation 4, there's some real potential for this year to be pretty incredible. I think all platforms are going to do very well. If I was to have to choose a winner, you know, I think Nintendo is going to do very, very well. I think for the immediate few months it's released, the console is going to be sold out. At the end of the year, I'll be interested to know, though, if that system will be sold out. I really feel that Sony is lined up very well, and I'm not to kind of like be a fanboy or anything, but I feel like the amount of exclusives or console exclusives, Sony has some real potential with the lead that they have. They have some real potential to continue on and to press forward. I honestly don't know who's going to win. It really could be anything, especially with E3 in the next several months. A few announcements can really change things and you get people excited in a whole new direction. Let me know, guys, in the comment section below. Who do you think is going to have the best year? Who do you think is going to do well? Do you think Sony and Nintendo? Do you think Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft? Who's going to have the most memorable year for 2017? But as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you later.